Even though the ice sheets have long since retreated, our most recent ice age has certainly left its mark on Ireland. In fact, in the last 500,000 years or so, ice has been the dominant shaping force on our landscape, and nowhere is all that carving and sculpting more apparent than here in Connemara. These drowned U-shaped valleys are known as fjords, and in Killary Harbour, in the heart of Connemara, a natural border between the counties of Galway and Mayo was carved by ice.
The whole mountain landscape here has been directly and greatly impacted by those glaciations. Those depressions that we see as we drive through Connemara on most hillsides, and in some areas they're backing onto each other almost, so they're facing north and south, they're facing all directions. It gives us an idea of the birth of that ice sheet. It helps you visualize this sense of massive creaking, groaning rivers almost of ice. They're often compared to rivers, much slower in their action, but accumulation of ice making its way down on its own journey, down into the lower reaches, down into places like the fjord here, heading out to sea and ending up possibly as icebergs and floating off into the Atlantic. So really a beautiful journey for something which, once it solidifies into ice, becomes almost a different entity, you know. It becomes a living thing, and a glacier. So
let's talk about this iconic fjord, Killary Fjord. How was it created during the last ice age?
The fjord here is that accumulation of just the sheer weight of ice, probably helped by, we think, a fault, so a deeper geological structure, which created a line of weakness, maybe along a pre-existing river valley, but that allowed just a bit more erosion to occur along a certain line, and then over time, as the ice came and went repeatedly, that same slight lowering due to the previous glaciation would have eroded it deeper and deeper and deeper until it became then what's known as linear erosion, where the ice gets focused again and again along the same avenue, creating these much over-deepened valleys.
What are the defining features of a fjord?
They're characterized by this over-deepening I talked about, where you have this concentration of erosion. They tend to be quite straight because that river of ice is quite strong in its effect, so it can bulldoze away the hillside. So over time it straightens and it deepens, but then when it gets to its outer reaches, and this is characteristic of fjords in Norway or Iceland, it shallows. So we think this is an effect of the buoyancy of water at the outer edge, so it loses that downward erosive power, and so you tend to get this what's called a sill on the outer margins. And so we have three locations in Ireland where we have deep linear erosion in a straight line, just like Killary here. There's also deep erosion of the Swilly, and there's also Carlingford.
What kind of rocks are we talking about here? And what power would that glacial ice sheet have to literally slice through it?
Connemara is characterized by very old, very strong rocks. These are metamorphosed, so they've been baked and pressurized over multiple mountain building periods. So this is a very erosive force. It's the same in Norway. Some of the hardest rocks in the world are there, and they've been eroded into these very over-deepened valleys, much deeper even than Killary Harbour. It's not just the ice, it's the rocks themselves that get taken away from the higher areas of glaciation, brought down at the base of the ice. They will scour like sandpaper.
So is this why you chose this particular day to bring me out here? This sheet of white in the back that almost obliterates the fjord is to allow me to experience what an ice sheet might have looked like. Is that why?
Ice has always been evocative to me, ever since I started studying it when I do my A-levels. Seeing pictures of Arctic Canada on the wall in my geography class, and just that visualization of something that has been before, has left its signature, its imprint, and is gone now. So it's been compared in the past to living with the ghosts of past ice sheets. It's that idea of a magnificent landscape-changing entity that is no longer, but it leaves these tantalizing clues all over the landscape, if you know how to look for them, to tell them, I was here and this is what I did, and it's up to you now to try and piece together that story, if you wish. That's what keeps me coming back. So every place I go now in Ireland is almost a curse. I'm constantly looking for evidence of those past ice sheets.